Hey, how you doing? Today, you and I are going to be unboxing the Abuke Ice Cream and Slushie Maker. This one's a really similar design to the Greenpan machine, so I'm really looking forward to finding out how much it's different because it costs a lot less. So you ready? Let's get into this. This is the Abuke Ice Cream and Slushie Maker. Here's a picture of the machine, and if you've seen the Greenpan Frost, it does indeed look awfully close. But if you think it's a copy, remember, this machine came out before the Greenpan Frost did. So that being said, who's copying who? It helps to make food easier and faster, but that's only if you consider this stuff to be actual food. It's got automatic settings for slushies, soft ice cream, spiked slushies, cold drinks, and milkshakes. That actually is probably a smoothie. That's how it looks anyway. Not much to see here, but Abuke seems to be pretty excited about their self-clean feature because that's mentioned 4 or 5 times on this box. Same as the other side of the box, but different drink and more reference to the aforementioned self-cleaning feature. Just a little bit of technical information about the machine here, including the fact that it's made by the Foshan Ecotrunk Intelligent Technology Company Limited. Weird. Okay. Well, enough of this. Let's open this box. You know, I never open these up off camera. I always wait, record the whole thing, and that way, you and I can have a reaction at the same time. I don't know, I think it's really fun to open these up. There's just something to be said about pulling plastic off of brand new stuff. Okay, let's see if I can not knock my tripod over again. Oh yeah, this is a bit of deja vu. This sucker is definitely looking like that Greenpan. Anyway, here is our user manual, and in here probably a bunch of safety precautions and stuff, how to put the machine together, what kind of ingredients you should use for each of the settings, cleaning procedures, some tips and tricks here just in case you can't get stuff to slush. And then we got some recipes in the back. There is a Coke slushie, a little soft ice cream. That strawberry ice cream looks good. Well, there are some things in here that we can try, that's for sure. Anyway, let's move on. Here is the drip tray. It's 2 pieces. You got an upper and lower plastic part. It's got a magnet here on the other side, and if this works the same way it does on the other machine, this will help secure this to the machine whenever you're using it. That way it doesn't just flop around. We got our handle and the pin for the handle. Let's get these out of the bag. This is all plastic. The arm on this is metal though. This pin just goes into the side, just like this, and basically that's what holds the lever on the front of the machine. Set that aside. There's our lid, but that is still attached to the machine. So let's get this out of here. Okay, we got any goodies hiding down here? Let's take this off here. Wow. Got a little bag right down here. Okay, you got a cleaning brush to clean the extruder area. This covers the extruder when you're making ice cream. That way you get that nice little star shape coming out of the machine. And then right here, looks like we have an extra grommet for the extruder. I'll show you where this actually goes. Probably this is a spare part. All right, let's get this out of the box. Jesus. All right, here is our machine. Measurements on this are 17 inches tall, 8 3/4 inches wide. And the depth, if you figure in the handle that's going to be going on this, is just about 16 inches deep. Probably more like 16.5 once that's on there. Nothing really to note on the outside of the machine except a few vents, but on the right side you do have this flip down tray for ice cream cones. Just a little plastic tray. Be careful with that because if you put a little bit of weight on that, you might just break that sucker off. Okay, this drip tray just slides into the front here. Remember I told you about that little magnet? Well, that holds it on just like that. It's not going to be super strong, but it is strong enough to keep it from moving around. This has a little hole right here, and basically up underneath here there's a hole on the top of this that allows extra moisture to drain down through that hole and right into your drip tray. The exterior construction on this machine is all plastic. That's not chrome metal, that's just chrome colored plastic. And even these levers and buttons, these are plastic as well. Is that a deal breaker? No, not really. But I am gonna take this plastic off of here. This handle attaches to the front just like here, just slides in. And you just gotta line the hole in this up to the hole on these two plastic arms. And then we slide the pin in. And then it just locks in there. Kind of a flimsy fit, but evidently that's just the way these things are. Saw it on the Frost and didn't like it, and I still don't. This cover right here turns and pops off, and then now you can see some of the other mechanisms. This right here is the extruder, and that piece right in there controls how fast the stuff comes out. It's got that channel in there, which is where the handle goes in to force this up and down. It's got these two silicone seals here to seal the machine so you don't get stuff leaking out. That extra piece that was in the bag is one of these. And you got a nice wide channel here for all your frozen goodness to make it out of the machine without getting stuck, which is a problem that the Ninja Slushies have. The lid just pops off just like this. It's just your basic lid with a handle on it. No big whoop. Underneath it you can see how you pour all your stuff into the machine. This top area is a little bit concave. That way you can pour stuff and it doesn't just immediately pour over the edges. Just be sure you're aiming for this hole here because that is pretty shallow, and if you pour too much too quick, you're gonna go right over the edges of this and right down the sides of the machine. Probably part of the reason for that hole I was showing you that just goes down to the drip tray. The minimum capacity of this is 24 ounce and the maximum is 48 ounces of unfrozen liquid. Notice how I said unfrozen? That means that you don't want to fill past that because whatever you put in there is going to expand, and if it expands too much, it's going to be coming up out of there. If you're doing something like ice cream, probably you're going to want to go even lower than that because ice cream is going to expand even more. In order to take our pitcher off of here, you twist it to the left, just a little bit like that, and then you can slide the entire mechanism out forward. Paddles just slip on over the cooling unit right here, and the back of this slides up against an ultra smooth piece of plastic right there. Very low friction on this, which you kind of need to be because it's going to be pushing against that a lot. Other than the plastic, you probably can't tell on video, but you got a silicone seal right back behind that, which is pretty beefy. And that sits up against the back of our reservoir right here and all the way around. That right there is the only thing keeping all of your liquid from coming out of this machine. So hopefully that seal holds up really well. Otherwise, you're gonna have a monstrous mess. Just like the Greenpan Frost, this container seems to be a lot bigger than it actually is. And that's because it has a double-walled plastic construction here. In theory, that's really nice, and it does help insulate the stuff that's in here a little bit to keep it frozen really well. But that's also a double-edged sword because that means you have an open area in between the two layers of plastic all the way around this thing. You got a little door down here at the bottom. What the hell? You have a little door down here at the bottom that you can open up, and you can take this thing off so you can clean the inside. But obviously you can't get very far in there, so I don't recommend you letting anything dry up inside there up on top, because if you do, it ain't coming out and it's going to be gross every time you use this machine. If you see a piece of steak in here, dried up and sitting in between the two layers of plastic. So that being said, I would say that this piece would be a no-go for your dishwasher for that very reason, even though they're probably going to tell you that this is dishwasher safe. Trust me, you don't want to do that. And lo and behold, the door for this thing is cracked, which is exactly what happened with the Greenpan Frost, in exactly the same way.
Are you serious?
Wow, alright. This machine is eerily similar to my Greenpan Frost. The good thing is I have an extra door from my Greenpan Frost because they sent me 2 replacements when I got that one and it was broken. So, no problem. I'll call these guys and get a replacement door also. Anyway, this slips back on just like this, and we just turn that, lock that back into place. It does seem like this locks on here pretty snug though, so leaking might not be an issue. Then all we gotta do is put that back on, stick on our handle and our pin, and the lid. Okay, as far as function goes, we got a level dial which will adjust the firmness of your mix. If you push it, is also an on-off button. You can see right now that it's set to Slushie, and turning that dial does in fact change the firmness level. Pushing the menu button will change what we're making. So you got Slushie, now we got soft ice cream, now we got spiked Slushie, cold drink, and milkshake. In addition to that, there should be one more, which is the extrude and clean function. And if that looks pretty dark, that's because it is very dark, because I can kind of barely see that. This is not a touchscreen over here. It's all controlled by the menu button, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna wash all these components really quick, and I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do a slush test.
A few moments later.
Okay, what we're gonna do is make some Jolly Rancher watermelon sugar-free slush. This should be pretty easy because this stuff is specifically made for slushy machines. So we'll start this back up again. We'll leave it on slush, and I'm gonna leave it on level 4 since that's the default. Okay, now we can start this bad boy up. By the way, if you buy a machine like this or an ice cream machine, basically anything with a compressor in it, you gotta make sure that it's sitting upright. That means if it just got shipped to your house or something, you'd probably wanna let it sit overnight in the box upright like this before you try to use it. Otherwise, you could end up with some cooling problems. So in goes our slushy mix and our water. And that should give us a pretty good idea of how good this machine works. Now all we gotta do is wait, but first I'm gonna do a little sound check on this with my phone so you can see exactly how loud this machine is. Huh, not bad. All right, we're gonna wait for our slushies and see how long this takes. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Okay, our slushie is ready, and that took about 27 minutes, so pretty darn fast. I was using cold water from the refrigerator though, so that probably helped it out a little bit. Let's pour this in here and see what kind of texture we get. Wow, that's looking pretty good. Look at that. Can't really complain about that. Texture looks nice. It's frozen really good. It's not separating or anything. Yep, that's a watermelon slushie, all right. I mean, it is a slushy mix though, so you'd expect the results to be really good with something like this. But that, pretty darn good. On first impressions, the Abuke ice cream and slushie maker seems to be a really good value. The design looks almost exactly like the Greenpan Frost, but it comes in at a much cheaper price. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll be testing out all the features on this machine, and once I get done, I'll be back with a full product review. If you'd like a little bit more information about this machine, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. Hey, Joe's Phenomenal now has channel memberships. For most people, you can see a join button down below the video window that you can click and see what type of perks I'm offering. If you're using an iOS device, you might not be able to see it, and if that's the case, I do have a link down in the description of the video as well. If you like this video, you might like the unboxing right here that I did for the Greenpan Frost slushie and ice cream maker. If you watch that video, you're going to see just how similar these machines really are. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.